Thank you for His Excellency the Governor, the Speaker, and O.J. Assebre.
Of any business or document.
I'll proceed to call upon
listed for interviews. The shortlisting criteria included educational ground, professional experience, Mrs. Mercy Netayapion, through a letter dated 29 October 2024,
of ill will, discharge the functions of member of the
Welcome all of our location. It's an honor as we the two distinct development sector, that represents.
Habari ya asubuhi. May I take this opportunity which is in place today. We want to assure you that we will continue utmost fairness and integrity.
I'd like to recognize
our mbele babangu na mtoto. Kwa wasasi na wale ambayo wamekuja, asanteni sana.
All happy. Are you? All right. You know, one day at a time, to really look at all the people who have applied, and from the selection panel. My good brother, I think the chairman for the selection panel is here. Very good. Pongezi sana for the good job that we have done. And also the county assembly vetting committee, the work that you have done. Immediately after I forwarded the names of the two officers, you have thanked each and every one of you, particularly the county assembly of Narok. We have together, and I can see that we will continue to work together as we go forward. I think it's almost now 2 years and about 5 months since we have been elected. A lot of cooperation from you and on behalf of the executive speaker, because if it was not the Christmas holidays and the New Year, we would have finished this swearing in the two members. Mine is really to say that these positions are very important for us as a county government. The county secretary has stated very clearly, you know, that one of the members, and of course the county service board member, fell vacant after his term, which is supposed to be 6 years, and she was not going to be renewed because the term of my government to make sure that I appoint these officers. Agriculture, as you all know, particularly in Narok County, is the backbone of our county, and therefore, and to tell you that this position is very important for us. Ministry or the Department of Agriculture is one of the best performing departments in my government. That you work with officers, particularly the CC. I have not seen her today. Probably she's around. Okay, very good. So you are lucky. You got another with you, and therefore I need you immediately. And I think the board will do that. The secretary, and that you need to make sure that we immediately to the system. The same thing applies to the public service board member. You have seen your chairman. Chairman, I want to sincerely thank you and the board. Really, I've enjoyed working with you closely. So the second phase, which is very important, we are going to be recruiting more than 700 new officers to the county government, about 229 members, officers who are called they are called village administrators. And again, we have all agreed that we will go by the sub-location so that we are all equitable. I know members had some small issues, some sub-locations, but again, bear with us because again, we go by what the national government is giving us. Because actually, to define what a village is not easy. And of course, you all know that we have been undertaking development of our health service. We have built so many dispensaries and so many of our maternity wing, and we need to recruit our new officers. I think we are going to recruit about 200, and then another 150. Most of rangers, game rangers, are now also retiring. A number of them actually around July. And since for the last 2 years, I think we have lost more than 200 game rangers who have retired. Actually, not really a lot, but we have retired. They have retired, and therefore, you all know that we have our Masai Mara and of course the KFS officers. So we'll probably recruit another 150, new rangers. A number of other officers, particularly the technical officers in agriculture, in finance. We are now having an age, officer, and therefore we need to make sure that we replace, particularly the directors and the deputy directors. I think we have about 10 of them. The county secretary will remind me. What we have already done an analysis, and I want to thank the chairman and the board because they are the one who really came up with the staff establishment. We have not had a staff establishment in our county. This time around, we now have establishment where when we recruit somebody, if somebody has been recruited as an agriculture officer, we recruit him to go a long way in making sure that we professionalize our services here in the county. I'm confident that the next 2.5 years that the people of Narok has given us the opportunity, we have already for the third year now in a row. And then the next 2 years before we go to the election, I'm very sure, and personally, I am confident that we would have at least fixed and we would have at least have now a county that is a working county. We have seen a number of developments taking place. Some of you are now aware that the road infrastructure is going on very well in various counties, in various wards. I know, honorable members, and you'll excuse me, particularly those wards that we have not yet reached, we will reach you this year. We will reach you this year. Some of you have really had a good, at least good weather. Like in Narok North, we had a big problem for the last 1.5 years. But this year, I was there, just this week, and things are moving on very well, particularly in the main roads. The same thing applied to Murwa Digil. We had a number of tractors for about 2 or 3 months, but we'll take them back. It's just that we wanted to go finish up the Narok North because it's now dry time, and it will rain. Once it rains, then we'll bring back to those tractors to Murwa Digil to finish up what was supposed to be fixed. The same thing applied to Sogo, Sagamian. I think the MCAs here, the members of the county assembly, are aware that there's some work that we have not finished. Generally, what I'm saying is that, honorable members of the county assembly, personally, I am proud to be your governor because I can see things are moving. It's just the other day that you have divided or you have dispersed 450 million. That was very successful. I think you are happy that at least the bursary has reached to schools and all our children are not going to be returned home. Honorable members, it's not true or false. So personally, as your governor, I will continue to do what I got to do, and I want your support. I seek for your support as we move forward. I personally live very well because I know I have good members of the county assembly. We have our 90s, in our back, and we will continue to work very hard to make sure that we are number one. We don't want number two in this county. We want to be number one in everything. At least out of the 10 departments, I can assure you as your governor that we'll continue to work extremely hard to make sure that we make Narok a better place. Basi, nafikiri mimi sitakuwa na mambo mengi, labda tu kwa wasasi wetu ambao wana wametoka mbali, hasa wale wametoka Sagamian, nataka ni umefika hapa kuona sio wetu wa agriculture. Najua mumekaa siku mingi mkilia tupate hii ofisa, sasa ndio huyu amefika hapa. Ile kelele yote mlikuwa naye sasa hakuna. Na najua wakati mwingi mlikuwa mnasema nani atapewa, sio mimi ndio nasema. Mimi pia napigwa huko juu na Nairobi ya kwamba lazima pia wakina mama tupee nafasi yao. Kweli ama sio kweli? Hata hawa waheshimiwa wasema hawa ndio wameniletea shida sana. Kila appointment wanasema watu yetu. So wazee wetu wale ambao hawajapata ama wale vijana wetu hawajapata, I know they were qualified, lakini ilikuwa naye katika wale CEOs ambao niko nao, ilikuwa ni lazima ni mama ama ni officer, sio mama, ni officer wangu, ni kwamba yeye ndiye amequalify na ametoka Sagamian. Sasa hiyo kelele nyingine yote sasa nafika hizo. Kwa hao wengine ambao wametoka pande ya Transmara, nasema tumeshukuru kuwaona na tunafurahi. Wale watoto wote ama wale officers wote ambao ni huyu ndio tumepata. Na yeye pia ametoka hiyo Transmara. Tukuchagua huyu ametoka clan gani ama ametoka hapana. Sisi tulikuwa tu ni moja ndiye atapata. Wote hawezi pata. Ni kweli ama sio kweli? Hawezi pata wote. Lakini mimi ndio nakuwa, usisema ati alikuwa tu lucky ama aliletwa sijui kwa sababu ya nini. Hapana. Huyu ndio tumeona. Na mimi nawashukuru sana na tunazidi kusema pongezi.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Sasa tuta final prayer, and then His Excellency will and the Speaker will